So hello students, welcome to Book Hive Educators, and here we are with the today's daily dose of current affairs. So first we'll discuss history of 1st June. We'll discuss what all the events which took place on this date. First we'll discuss the national events. 1842, Satyendra Nath Tagore, a Bengali officer in literature, was born on this date in the year 1842. 1874, East India Company was dissolved. It was established on 31st December 1600. So you can now know the tenure of this East India Company. It ruled India for like around 274 years. 1916, Lokmanya Tilak Road, Freedom is my birthright at Ahmednagar. 1930, the first Indian luxurious fast train, Deccan Queen, started from Victoria Terminus, now which is known as CST in Mumbai, to Pune. 1945, Tata Fundamental Research Institute was established. So the questions which can also be arised in your any of your current affair section in any of your exam can be like, when was Tata Fundamental Research Institute established? So you should know the date was 1st June and the year is 1945. So the next, 1959, the Chinese occupied Tibet and Dalai Lama fled to India. It was in the year 1959 that this event took place. So Nawa Paisa, which was established in 1947, was renamed Paisa in the year 1964. 1972, Space Commission and Department of Space was set up, and ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, was brought under Department of Space. 1993, a very important or very disheartening event took place. Prem Kumar Sharma, MLA of Bharatiya Janata Party, was assassinated in this year. 1996, Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, 6th President of India, passed away on this date. So now we'll discuss the international events which took place on this date. 1215, Beijing, under the control of Georgian ruler Emperor Xuanzong of Jin, was captured by Mongols under Genghis Khan, ending the Battle of Beijing. So the Battle of Beijing was ended on 1st June 1215. 1676, Battle of Åland. Allied Danish and Dutch forces defeated Swedish Navy in Baltic Sea during the Scanian War, which was in the period 1675 to 1679. So 1964, Kenya became a republic with Jomo Kenyatta as its first president. So it was on the date 1st June 1964, Kenya became a republic, and its first president was Jomo Kenyatta. 1998, European Central Bank was founded in Brussels to define and execute the European Union's monetary policy. European Central Bank was founded on this date in the year 1998. So now we'll discuss the current event of 1st June 2020. After the killing of a black man, protest agitated in USA. Who was this black man? Nicole Kirkwood, George Floyd, Dustin Byflugen, Lloyd Austin. So it was on the night of 25th May, George Floyd, a black man, was arrested after a shopkeeper called the police on the suspicion of Floyd using a counterfeit $20 bill. So it was just for this bill of $20 that this whole event took place. So first on the scene were the two officers, Thomas Lane and J.A. Keung. These were the two first police officers who arrived first at this case, and later Derek Chauvin and Tau Thaw O arrived. So it was all of the four were there, but Derek Chauvin was the person who was mainly responsible for this killing of this black man George Floyd. So what happened that this agitated a spark and a violence all over US by the black men, and they are protesting very badly on all the streets of USA. And as you can see in these pictures, like all over fire and all the destruction has been caused by these protesters. So it was due to this violence that US President Mr. Donald Trump was also forced to hide under the bunkers of White House. So it was for an hour, but the problem or the situation is there is so severe that the president has to hide under the bunkers. So the next question, which state has prepared the tree transplantation policy? Delhi, West Bengal, Odisha, Haryana. So it was the Delhi government who has prepared a tree transplantation policy under which for any project 80% of the trees affected by the development activities at a particular site have to be retransplanted. So if like deforestation occurred due to any developmental activities, so under this policy 80% of the trees have to be retransplanted. Who is the current governor of Nagaland who was told to defer delimitation process? A.K. Parija, R.N. Ravi, Nufu Rio, Sumi Hoko. So first, the governor of Nagaland is Mr. R.N. Ravi and Chief Minister of Nagaland is Neiphiu Rio. So this is the map of Nagaland. Nagaland has 12 districts and 12 district and it shares border with one international border with Myanmar, and the states on its different sides are Assam in the west, Manipur in south and Arunachal in the north and also in the east. So there are 12 districts in Nagaland. CM of Nagaland is Nufu Rio and Governor of Nagaland is R.N. Ravi. These are also very important with the current affairs point of view. So the Governor and the CM of Nagaland. Next question, which of the following is not within the ambit of RTI Act? Political parties, Office of CGI, PM Care Funds, citizenship. Now, the PMO has refused to disclose the details of creation and operation of PM Care Funds, telling an RTI applicant that the fund is not a public authority. So, lately on 1st April, Shri Harsha Kanduburi, a law student, filed an RTI request for the determination of this PM Care Fund. So, the PMO has refused to disclose the details and the creation and operation of PM Care Funds. PM Care Funds is not within the ambit of RTI Act. Which of the following political parties will offer homeopathic drug free to Howrah residents? So it is in West Bengal that homeopathy enjoys a very respectable status, and the people there are taking a drug which a homeopathic drug which they think will boost up their immunity in the fight against COVID-19. So keeping in mind that the assembly elections are due next year, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party in Howrah district of West Bengal is distributing a free of cost homeopathic drug to the people of this district. Which of the leading newspaper moved to High Court against Telegram on e-paper row? Hindustan Times, Times of India, Dainik Jagran, The Hindu. So it is the Dainik Jagran which has moved to the High Court on last Saturday, directing the messaging app Telegram to disclose the identity of a user who are running channel on its platform to illegally share the e-paper version of Dainik Jagran. The problem is that like the e-paper version of Dainik Jagran has been running, like they are downloading the newspaper e-paper version of Dainik Jagran on daily basis, and this thus has resulted in loss of business to this newspaper agency Dainik Jagran. So due to this they have moved to High Court against Telegram because they are not disclosing the person who has continuously uploading or these e-newspaper version of Dainik Jagran. Which of the following social networking site has been confronting US President during COVID period? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. So of lately, Twitter executive waded into a confrontation with the President Donald Trump. So Donald Trump usually tweets two or three or more than 2 or 3 tweets per day on its Twitter handle. So now the Twitter executives are judging the tweets of Donald Trump like they are true or false, or is it right to tweet such things or not? But Facebook has remained neutral on this matter. But Twitter are now escalating confrontation with Trump. So they are not happy with the tweets of Trump, and they are directly confrontation. They are on a direct confrontation with President Donald Trump. So who is the CEO of Twitter? Jack Dorsey, and the CEO of Facebook is Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. So the next question: who is the current secretary of DPIIT? DPIIT. So the current chief secretary of DPIIT is Mr. Guru Prasad Mohapatra. So DPIIT is Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, and it has soon put a draft for e-commerce policy in public domain to seek views and comments. So the secretary is Mr. Guru Prasad Mohapatra. Next question. Staff of High Commission of a country in India were held spying. They were of which country? Nepal, Australia, China, Pakistan. So it was the Pakistani it was the two Pakistani visa assistants of High Commission of Pakistan in New Delhi who have been held by Delhi Police Special Cell for allegedly indulging in espionage activities. Government has declared both officials non grata. Persona non grata. Now the question arises, what is this persona non grata? In diplomacy, a persona non grata is a foreign person whose entering or remaining in a particular country is prohibited by that country's government. Being so named is the most serious form of censure which a country can apply to a foreign diplomat who are otherwise protected by diplomatic immunity from arrest and other normal kinds of prosecution. A diplomat person who is in another country is immune from arrest and other normal kinds of prosecution, and the most serious thing which can be done to him is that prohibiting from coming to this country again and again. So he is not allowed to visit this country again. This is persona non grata. When is World Milk Day celebrated? 31st May, 1st June, 30th May and 5th June. The first day of month June 2020 marks two special events. First is World Milk Day and the second is Global Parents Day. World Milk Day is observed to acknowledge the contribution of milk and other dairy products in the society in relevance to economic growth and development, as the dairy sector helps in the sustainable development of nation. On the other hand, the Global Day of Parents is celebrated in order to aptly recognize and honor parents across the globe for their selfless love and lifelong supports towards their children. So, on 1st June of every year, two important days are marked. One is World Milk Day and other is Global Day of Parents. So, you have to remember these two events. So this is our small section of current affairs. So we'll be coming with the next dose of current affairs. So till then, stay tuned and thank you very much.